everybody out there. I am your host, Jessica Koch, and this is Profound Professionals. It's the interview series that has been coming to you for 8 years now. Can you believe it? I'm going to have to change that soon, I think. Oh my goodness. All right. We bring you industry experts globally that improve your personal life or can help you grow your business. Today we have Krystal. She is a serial entrepreneur, speaker, author, business coach, brand strategist. Oh my gosh, the hats are so stacked high. With over 20 years of experience as an entrepreneur, she helps entrepreneurs monetize. Oh, there's an important word in your life. Monetize their experience and create multiple income streams. Oh, those are music to my ears. I love many multiple income streams. We want that money coming from everywhere. Welcome to our show today, Krystal.
Thank you so much for having me, Jessica.
It's my pleasure to have you. So tell us, how did this, especially the multiple streams of income part, be a part of your life? All of this passion and journey you have to help people have revenue coming in and living the life that they are dreaming about. Talk to us. How was this your journey?
Yeah, so I started my entrepreneurial journey at the age of 16, actually. I started
Wowzer.
out selling designer and vintage handbags because I
Cool.
was, really into fashion, had an eBay store. But my family, they're all educators. And so education in college was the most important thing. And so I was going to go to school. So my mom made me close down the eBay store. But before
Mm-hmm.
she did, my first month in business, I made $16,000. And and so I knew that entrepreneurship was definitely the way for me. So that was kind of always in the back of my mind. And I actually have an engineering degree, so I went to school. I'm a nerd, certified nerd, um, for that. And I think just along my journey working in corporate and for nonprofit, I just kind of always had in the back of my mind that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so in 2014, I opened Divas and Dolls Fitness. That's my longest standing business. We've turned 10 this year. That's my pole and sensual dance studio.
Cool.
Um, and so it was kind of from there that I realized that I could combine my creative side and my logic side, and I could make that into a business. I was really good at branding and building brands. I had started another brand shortly after my divorce, Cirque Sensual, which is kind of similar to Think Circus LA. That's kind of what we do, but classes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yeah, I think this is something that I really want to get into, and I really am passionate about helping and empowering other women. So then
Mm-hmm.
it became more of a mission to help women to start and build businesses that not only support them, but also support their families and just show them that they can do this. It's possible for women. Now is our time. And
Mm-hmm.
we all deserve to have a piece of the 7, 8 figure pie.
That is awesome. So, what are typically the ways you're supporting? Is it virtual, in person, group, one-on-one, online courses, hybrid of all of these things mixed up together? How are you doing these?
Yeah, so that actually hybrid of all the things is a great way to describe it. When I
Mm-hmm.
work with clients closely, it's usually one to one.
Mm-hmm.
I also do have some group opportunities, but my
Mm-hmm.
one to one clients, what we're doing is really focusing on their lead generation and sales strategy, which is really for me the foundation of any business. If you don't have leads coming in,
Mm-hmm.
on a consistent basis, your business will
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of businesses go out of business because they don't know how to focus on both. They either do lead gen really hard and stop and they focus on the clients, or they
Yeah.
just serve their clients. And it's
Right.
got to be a balance of both. So teaching entrepreneurs how to do that and and have that operate for them at scale is how we
Mm-hmm.
work together.
And what's the kind of customer that usually comes to you? Is it like a mid-sized business, brick and mortar corporation, or is it your solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, online course developers, speakers, coaches, consultants? Like what are the kinds of humans that are coming your way?
So usually it's going to be the coach, consultant, online service provider. Those are folks that
Mm-hmm.
I mostly work with. I
Mm-hmm.
occasionally do have some small business brick and mortar that
Mm-hmm.
want to do some consulting because I do have a brick and mortar business, and that's just a little bit different
Sure.
in our expenses and how we have to
Mm-hmm.
move as business owners. And so having that expertise also allows me to assist them, especially if they have not yet made the transition from their full-time job, to be able to do that and feel comfortable in having a mortgage and a lease at a
Right.
space, which is, something different entirely.
So how do they find you? What's a good way for them to find you?
Well, I'm on lots of the social places. So Instagram is where I'm mostly active at
Mm-hmm.
I underscore simply underscore she. LinkedIn is next, at Krystal Vernée, and I also do occasionally show up on Facebook.
How about a website?
Yes, website www.isimplyShe.com.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for some of my resources, slayhardeveryday.co is a great place to visit.
Okay, great. So give us a tip, something everyone can use that will help them today.
I think one of the things that always comes back to me, and it just was advice given to me by my grandmother, and that is to do the fearless thing. So it's not necessarily a piece of strategic business advice, but I think for me, that is how I've learned to operate in my life, is to do the fearless thing. So if it doesn't scare me, it's not big enough and I'm not going in the right direction.
I love that. I love that. Okay, how about a nonprofit cause you care about?
Yes, March of Dimes. March of Dimes is one of the causes that I deeply care about, because I was a preemie baby. And the nurses at the hospital, Prince George's County Hospital in Maryland, they've now redone it, so it doesn't even exist anymore. But they were instrumental in making sure that I survived. So there are a bunch of great humans there that helped me to grow into the woman I am today.
That's definitely a good cause. It got us our guest today. How about a book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business?
A book that inspired my personal life is Becoming by Michelle Obama. And I think there were a lot of similarities in that story, and how she grew up and the pressures that she felt I've experienced something similar. So sometimes I go back and I read that book as a reminder that I'm not alone, and that also it is a part of my purpose to be the light for other women like she is for so many.
Oh, that's nice. How about books you've written?
Okay, so I'm in a few books. My solo book is The Brand Build Her Blueprint, Shattering Barriers in Business and Beyond, and it gives women 5 actionable steps within my framework to be able to build their business as well as business resources. And it includes a little bit of my personal story and how I persevered through various triumphs.
I love that. I love that. Well, it has been fun to have you on the show and share your story. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And if you're out there thinking, wait, I'm an author, I'm an industry expert, I should be on your show. Well, I'm going to say, come on, reach out to us and our team will tell you just how to get booked. But before we say goodbye today, we're going to get a final thought, some information or inspiration as we close out today.
Final thought, over 70% of entrepreneurs do not have a lead generation strategy or don't know how to develop one. So my advice to all the entrepreneurs that are listening is to really focus on nailing your lead generation strategy, which is why I'm so passionate about it and why I work with my clients to do so.
I love that. Thank you for that so much, Krystal. All right, everyone out there, I'm your host, Jessica Koch. This has been another great Profound Professionals. And just remember, until our next show, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.